Good morning, everybody. Nick from Meat Smoke Fire here for Wings Week. Excited. This may be a bit manic. I've gone a bit ballistic. I know there's only 4 of us here who are going to eat, so there might be some leftovers, but we're going nuts. Promised you 3 different ways to cook them, I think. I think that's actually 4 now. And we've got loads of different sauces and styles. So you can take your pick afterwards. It's going to take me ages to write them up. Some are already written up because there's some we've already done, but we will sort that out for you. Thank you to everybody who bought stuff this week. It's been a great week. Another week of mini maxes. So yeah, I think we sold another 3 or 4 mini maxes, another egg, it's been incredible. So really, really good week. And a whole load of rotisseries and other things, and they're all on their way to you. Hermes are taking a little bit longer than normal, but I send them all out next day, and I don't think one thing's been delivered next day. But anyway, that's my problem. Right, so let's show you what's going on today. On camera, Andy, we're all wrapped up in Helena's coat because Helena wants to burn a hole in it because she wants a new one. So every week she gives it to Andy to see if Andy can burn a hole in it. And yeah, she hasn't burnt it yet. So Andrea on camera. Thank you, Andy. The RB73. Somebody bought one of these this week. If you want one of these, go on my website and it links to get information. Do that. I get a little bit of a kickback, which does help do these cooks. She's got a cup of, what have you got? Is it coffee or mulled wine?
No, coffee.
Coffee. Helena on the camera. Not on the camera, on the iPad, answering your questions. She may have to dash off at some point because at some point during this cook, no doubt, the delivery company will come. Can you see her? She's in there drinking. Look, she's on the red today. She's inside, keeping warm. Mama is indoors, and the delivery is actually her telly. So, and a small delivery of wine. Only a little one. Right, let's crack on. So I'm going to do about 5 or 6 different recipes. I haven't even worked out how many it is. On this egg over here, we have got the Let's Q. I'm going to open it up. It's not that hot, but we've got plenty of time. We have the Let's Q in here with the basket. And if I stop it, we'll open it up and I'll show you what's going on. I've already chucked some wings in there, so I'm just going to lean past you, Andy, and turn it off. He says, easier said than done. I'll put my gloves on. So we've already got some wings flying around in there. They're about 15 minutes in, but I want to get everything done by the end of the cook. So we'll turn that back on and they can chunk away. So they're about 180 degrees. They're going to spin. So that's one way of cooking them. All I've done with those wings is just put a tiny bit of salt on them. One way of cooking them. Over there, Andy. On this egg, and again, similar amount of time, 15, 20 minutes. We've got some wings, and you can see these got quite a lot of salt on them, just to dry them out. But we're cooking these indirect. And they're going to be fine. So if you haven't got a basket, or you haven't got a rotisserie, indirect works. But you just have to keep moving them around. So we'll keep coming back to these. They've got the plate setter or the convector underneath. It's set for about 180 degrees and these wings are in there. If you've got a whole pack and that is not enough space, of course you can put the expander on a little bit higher, get a few more on. So got those going. Over here, I'll go this side, and I've just turned it up a bit. We've got our usual wok. So in here, you probably can't see it very well. The moment it's at 140 degrees. I've just turned it up. I want that about 180, 190. If you remember, the temperature that it will read on the front is going to be a lot lower than the temperature you're after. So we've only got a tiny little gap here. We've got about a finger wide at the bottom. And the point of that is the charcoal is right next to the bottom of the wok, so it'll heat it up more. So keep it low. Great way of cooking, really quite safe. You make all the, if it all goes wrong, shut the lid, shut the top, shut the vent, goes out. I've done it once, but that was only because I lit it put the oil on, and then wandered off.
Nick, I've got a question.
Yes. Oh, we've got a question.
So someone...
Can you hear Helen all right? Yeah, you should be able to.
someone has asked that they've got an Everdur 4K barbecue.
Yes.
Will these work on these? I don't know if they mean the rotisserie.
If the rotisserie, I don't know. Just get in contact with us. The key bit is the internal diameter of the egg, not the external diameter, the internal diameter. If you can tell me, just drop me a private message. If you can tell me what the internal diameter is, I'll be able to tell you if one of those fits. I don't know whether Heston, when he designed them to be standard size. If you've got a Pit Boss, one of the Audi Kamados, one of those, you're out of luck. They made them all random sizes. They're not standard sizes like Kamado Joe or Big Green Egg or Sapphire or most of the others. Those manufacturers chose to make their own different sizes, and as a result, none of the accessories fit them. So unlucky. But you know, anyway, it's just the way it is. Right.
Okay.
So let's get on. We're going to make several sauces. So over here, Andy, I'm going to turn this egg up a little bit. In here, I already have one sauce. So let me tell you about this. Can you see in here? This is a Thai style sauce. So it has a huge amount of sriracha in there. So 200 millilitres of sriracha. There is dark soy sauce in there. So not normal soy sauce, dark soy sauce, 3 tablespoons. 150 millilitres of honey. There's, if I grab the spoon, you should be able to see there is some, difficult to see, but there's some lemongrass in here. There's some kaffir lime leaves. What else is in here? This is a recipe from the book that we will link from the recipes. Fabulous book, Wings and Things. And it tastes incredible, but you need to boil it down for an hour. So that's been boiling down. In this pan here, we have absolutely nothing. But what we do need to do is toast some spices. So, in here, this is the tongue numbing. I can't say that. Tongue numbing sauce. So, basically, this is Szechuan peppers, a teaspoon of cumin seeds, half a teaspoon of fennel seeds, teaspoon of chili flakes, and I'm just going to dry fry these. So just to start getting some of those flavours coming out. So we'll pop those in and give that a couple of minutes. So while we're waiting for that, we'll make our, and this one we've done before, we're going to make, and I haven't brought out any spoons. Helena, could you get me just spoon? Normal spoons? Yep. Dessert spoons. Don't know what I was thinking there. We're going to put in this is fermented chili paste from Korea. So this will make our Korean chicken wings. This fermented chili paste you can get in Sainsbury's or any Thai supermarket. We're going to add into that, and I've got a slightly different one this week. We're going to add in some fermented soybean paste. We're going to put honey, some brown sugar, some soy, some sesame oil and some lime in there, and we'll do all of those. Perfect.
Nick from Thailand's on.
Morning, Nick. Nick, Cab Brighton in Thailand. Not quite going to plan, but if you look at his feed, you'll find out that we were going to try and get him to do a street cook. He's been very careful, but when he landed in Thailand on Friday last week, tested positive for COVID. So he has been isolating. So in this pan, I have, I'll use a separate spoon. I've got about a tablespoon of our fermented chili. I've got a bit less than that of our soy paste. I'm going to put in some soy, about a tablespoon of soy sauce. I'm going to put in a teaspoon of sesame, roughly. Excuse me. Oh, can you? Yeah, they're coming out, but that's what it is. I'm going to put in some soft brown sugar, about a tablespoon. The recipe for this is on the website, so if I'm getting it all wrong, you can take the mickey, because I haven't made this in a while. I'm going to put a bit of runny honey in there. If I can get the lid off. This is the usual story. Here we go, Andy. I'd stand back a bit because these will... I'm just going to zhuzh those around. They're starting to release their smell, so that's all we want. Bit of runny honey going in here. Tablespoon, bit of sweetness. And then I'm going to put some lime juice in, so let me just chop this lime. Into our lime squeezer. So Nick, how's it all going? Stuck in isolation. He'll be out next week. And then hopefully one of the cooks shortly, we're going to get Nick to hook up with a street food vendor and we'll join him into this live cook. And they'll do something Thai live on the cook. We just thought we'd give it a whirl. Right, I'm going to take this pan off. They're nice and smoky. Let's not put the spoon in there. Well, let's get the other spoon in. That'll do. We'll pop this pan on. So just our usual Tefal Ingenio. I've got that side of the egg indirect. I've got this direct because I wanted a bit more heat for the spices. So we'll put those sauces on the indirect and we'll let them bubble away. So what we're going to do with these spices, these are going to go into our Szechuan wings. So to go with them, I've got some sugar and some salt, and I'm going over to the Thermomix, Andy. So what I want to do is blend them up. So I'll get them all in there. I'm going to put the sugar and salt in as well. So it's a tablespoon and a half of brown sugar, and now it's going to get noisy. So let me just get this thing to start. So any questions, Helena?
No, not
any
yet.
Any comments?
Well, we've got a little bit of
I'll
commentary.
mute myself for a second.
A little bit of commentary how
Again?
A little bit of commentary that the wing skins aren't healthy, but they're the best bit.
The wing skins?
Yeah, chicken wing skins. The skin on the outside is
Oh,
not
yeah.
the healthy bit.
Oh, it's not healthy. Sorry, I thought helping. I thought you said. No, it's not healthy at all. So, right, I'll go and turn that off. This is going to get noisy again. Sorry. Now, what we want to do is get this into a real fine powder. And, you know, I know Steve's... Oh, that's not bad.
Steve is on this morning.
Steve is probably, you know, saying, well, just do it all in the Thermomix. It's actually worked quite well by putting everything in. I'm going to say that's all right. But what you could do is, and Nick could tell you to do this if you come on in the classes, get in the mortar and pestle and give it a good zhuzh.
But don't make any noise.
Yeah, no noise. None of this. It's got to be. It's the proper way of doing it, apparently. That's what we were all taught. Anyway, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to try it, though.
Smell it.
Now, there's Szechuan pepper in there. When you get it on your tongue, it starts to make your tongue go numb. It's really, really a weird sort of sensation. Just need to put the top back on this. So, yeah, really, really odd. Anyway, that's ready to sprinkle over our Thai-style wings. So I'm just going to have a drink because I've just put chili powder and Szechuan on my tongue. Right. So wings are going all right over there. Wings are doing well over there. So we've got these others, which we're going to deep fry. So what you can see here is they're covered in buttermilk. We've got in there buttermilk, some black pepper, not much, half a teaspoon. We've got some white pepper to give them some zing, and some buttermilk, and that's it. Now, what we're going to do is then we're going to chuck them in, or create a coating with, and I've got here 50 grams of rice flour. So I just, in the Thermomix, I just take rice and zhuzh it down, chop it up so it makes flour. The other bit we've got is corn flour. So we're going to mix those two together. If you haven't got a Thermomix or a blender that will blend it down like that, excuse me, you can buy rice flour. Don't drink Coke live on. Sorry. What did I get you, Andy? Right. So, God, I'm getting everywhere. But you want those mixed up. The rice will give it a nice little crunch. which is what we're after. So let's see what temperature our oil's at now. Might need to turn it up a little bit. So we're up at, you can see, 158. So I'm going to turn it up a little bit more, give it another couple of minutes, and we'll go and have a look at the other wings. This needs to be 180, 190. Right, let's have a look at our sauces, give them a stir. Where have I put my handle? Took it over there, usual story. So we're getting on this one. You see in there. So this is our Korean style barbecue sauce. Now, I was going to put these up against a shop bought Korean sauce, but I'm not going to bother.
We know what one.
Yeah, this one will win. So Korean style barbecue sauce, and then over there on that one, different spoon, we have our Thai style. And this, by the way, is epic. Nick, you've got to come up with a recipe for a better one, obviously. But really good. Really good. Right. Thought I had the door then, but it's not. So, while we're waiting for that oil to heat up a little bit, Kamado Space have another offer on. Just finished one, got another offer on. So they're giving me a bit of money towards some accessories if you buy one of those. So what I'm thinking we'll do is for every Kamado Space that we sell until Christmas, or until, I think it's Christmas, I'll verify that, we'll give you a Let's Q rotisserie worth 230 quid. So Kamado Space with a free rotisserie. How's that? Anyway, but those of you, I think I sold one before. Yeah, they're good, really good. Come on. God, it's cold out. Right, let's have a look at these. See what's going on while that oil heats up. So we'll let it spin around. Oh, gonna be good. Who've we got on, Helena?
So we have got Franco, we have got Sue Stoneman, we've got Jeanette Harvey, we've got Chunky Boy 77, sorry I don't know your name.
Chunky Boy 77, love that one.
Brisket for Brisket, I think that's Stuart, isn't it? And we have got PJ Johnston, we've got Kerry and Darren Churchill.
Morning,
we've
Kerry and
got
Darren.
Mark from Smoke Fine Food.
Morning, Mark. Who's been using the Bricknick all the time. I love it.
Peter. Peter from Let's Go joined a little while ago.
Morning, Peter from Let's Q.
Ruben.
Oh, that reminds me. While you say that, I'll just say it. I put a photo of video up of these shelves now that can fit to the rotisserie. 3 shelves that go around, or 2 shelves and some skewers and so on. They've gone through customs. This week they might arrive. Miracles. Carry on, Helena.
More stock to go in my spare room.
No, I think they'll go out the door. I've only got 20 coming, and there was a lot of interest. So if you were interested in those, let us know quickly. I don't do pre-orders, manage lists and stuff like that. Just, no. I'll only pee somebody off. So just, yeah. Come on. Oh, it's hardly gone up at all. I know it is. Come on, swizzle. Right. Going up a bit more. Anyway, carry on.
Okay,
Who else?
so I've got another question.
Yes.
Okas Pocus have a Weber 57 kettle and asking best way to do wings. Indirect with 2 lots of charcoal either side?
I'd prefer my wings done indirect, yeah, roasting, just like we're doing over there. So, yeah, Weber kettle, yeah, just push charcoal to one side or both sides and cook in the middle bit.
And someone else has asked, will there be the Let's Q shelf for the Minimax?
No Let's Q shelf for the Minimax. They just don't sell enough Minimaxes. I'm surprised there's a rotisserie. There's no skewers. Yeah, well, there's the Weber skewers for it, but there's no basket for it, unfortunately. Andy's a bit grumpy because she has a Minimax. But no, unfortunately, there's just not a market there for it. If a lot more people buy the Minimax, then who knows? A lot of people bought the Minimax this last week. So anyway, let's start prepping some of these. So I'm just going to grab a bowl. In fact, why don't I put them straight in a pan? That'll be a lot easier. Then I can keep a bowl for a little bit. So this is going to get lovely and messy. I'll put that in there because that's already dirty. So what you want to do with your, while the oil heats up, take your wings, try and do it with one hand, get them in the flour, pop them to one side. I'm going to put a couple in at once. Oh, look at me making a right hash. But this does get messy. Try not to put too much. So we're just going to do this for a few of these. Probably over-catered on wings here.
You reckon?
Do you like wings, Andy? No.
No, and I'll tell you who else doesn't.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who else isn't a massive fan.
Who's that?
Mark at Smoked Fried Food.
Oh, Mark, come on.
He doesn't get what the attraction is.
Okay, well,
I said that. I said I'd let you into a secret.
Mark, that's terrible. You need to,
But he has also said that the fats in the skin are good, healthy fats.
Okay, well, if there are such things as good, healthy fats.
Yeah.
Hey, you only live once. You've got to have a bit of fun. So we're getting all of these ready. I may as well do them all. Oh, it's chilly out here today. Are you cold, Andy?
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
I don't know if you can hear Andy very well because she hasn't got a mic, unfortunately. These new system, we've got one on Helena and one on me, and yeah, well, I don't know about that. Right, they're good. Better give those a little rinse. This is going to be cold. Oh, we need to get some heated water out here. Oh. I'm surprised it's coming through.
Did you hear that, Andrew? The squirrel just pelted along the fence.
No.
Right. Let's give our sauces a zhuzh. Oh yeah, that's going well. That one's bubbling away as well. Look at that. That's done. I'm going to turn this egg down right off.
Yeah, it's going.
In fact, that one I'm going to bring over because that's not going so fast. Just a bit of direct heat will cook it faster. So I'm going to close that. I'm going to turn it down a bit because I don't want to burn that other sauce. And hopefully, that's looking better, we'll be nearly at temperature. So I'll bring these over. Now these are going to take about 8 minutes, but I'm not going to do them all, so in one hit, because it will cool it right down. 175, you want to go faster than that egg. Right, we're going to go in anyway. Otherwise, we're going to run out of time. Oh yeah, they're all right.
Do these ones this side need a zhuzh?
No, I'm coming over for those.
Okay.
So don't overcrowd it, but we'll do these in like 2 or 3 batches. Whoop. Just be careful, you don't scald yourself. I didn't, so we're all right. Right, oh well, let's clean it on that.
Better than the back of your jeans.
Well, usual story, isn't it? Right, let's have a look at these ones over here. So, with any wing...
Carlos has just asked, what oil are you using?
Veg oil, thank you, Carlos. Great question. Are we playing golf this week? So these are looking splendid and are up to temperature. They are above 74 is good, is where you're looking for. Above 85 and they start going crispy. So you'll be able to, can you see the outsides of these now? Suddenly gone brown, suddenly gone crispy. So these are up at 90. These are great. So I'm going to get a bit of foil and then I'm going to get them off. Oh, I bet that sounds good next to the mic. sorry. Right,
It's windy again today.
yeah, we'll pin those down. So these are going to come off. Now I have thought about them all going to get nice and cut. Hello, get your fingers off. They haven't even got anything on them yet.
Oh, you have to do some quality control. I need to know that they're crispy first.
Cheek of it. She's already eaten them. Yeah.
Well, I haven't yet. It's a bit hot.
No, it's a bit hot. Yeah.
I'm holding it in my hands to keep it warm.
So those are going to go off. Now, what we don't want them to do is get cold. So, I'm going to wrap them.
I can confirm they're crispy.
Yes. I'm going to wrap them. And what I've done, usual story, cool box. Apart from today, if you look in there, Andy, there is a pot of this was boiling water. So it's hot in there. It's like a mini oven. That'll keep them warm. So what I'm going to do now is grab a set of gloves. And I'm going to convert this one. So I'm just going to take this out. Pop it over there. You can see it's going
I'm just
nicely in
doing
there.
this for the benefit of, obviously, if Mum was out here, she would be doing this.
Oh! She does as
You
well.
have to get those kids that...
Chucks them over her shoulder and teaches the niece and nephew. So I'm going to
I'll
put...
pick them up afterwards.
What you've missed, Andy, is I'm putting the tandoor ring on here.
Sorry, I had to
Yeah.
get that bit.
So if you ever go to Whistler, there is a... she's loving it in there. If you ever go to Whistler, there's a restaurant or a bar called Garibaldi Lift Company right at the bottom of the slope in Whistler. And they do what's called T&A. So traditionally chicken wings, always with Frank's hot sauce. However, their T&A are not wings. So they're not wings, as I put on the website. So these are just chicken breast. I put a bit of lemon, a bit of salt on them, and I'm going to tandoor them. So I've just popped the tandoor ring in. Now,
What you did was that just for me, for...
Andy,
Not
see,
liking the
not
wings,
liking the wings. So
see.
you will have some T&A. I believe T&A stands for tits and arse, but who knows? Because it's the breast of the chicken and all the other bits. Anyway, right, let's have a look how these bad boys are doing. So we'll give them a little zhuzh round. Look at the outside, it's gone nice and crispy. Oh, they're going to be lush. So they're doing well. Let's have a look over there. You are better at reversing than Helena.
Rude.
Oh, she just doesn't know how to do it. Right. So let's see these. I will take an internal temperature in a minute. So those are not quite as far along. I'm going to grab my Thermopen, which I've left over there. But they won't take long at all. 78, so they're nearly there. 79, they are going to start to go crispy. You can see on the outside of this stainless steel basket, it's going like an orange colour. That's just the fat starting to crisp up. So these will be delicious. Now, Phil from Shoreham Sourdough was using the the basket this week to roast coffee beans. That looked good. Came to the conclusion that the magic amount is 250 grams, because any more than that they start to fall out the holes on the end, because the holes on the end are slightly bigger. So yeah, that was interesting. Right, let's get our sauces. I've made a right mess. Thanks, Andy. Well, that's hot enough. Oh, look at that. So that's our Korean sauce. That's ready to go. We've got wings that are ready for that. This one's bubbling away. That's ready to go. I'm going to turn this egg off. Move that over. Those are both ready. Let's have a look at these, because once these are ready, I can start serving.
Okay, I've got a question when you're ready.
Yes.
The basket on the...
The Let's Q basket, yeah?
Yeah. Will that work on the rotisserie?
Yes, it's exactly the same. The spit is exactly the same diameter, so it's 3/8 of an inch. There you go. How's that for nerdy off the top of my head? 72 on these wings. They're cooked. 74, remember, is good. 80. Now, I know I'm in the fat, but I'm in the pro bit is in the middle. So
No,
another minute on those.
I think that's the Let's Q basket.
What are you saying?
Is that the Let's Q basket?
That's the Let's Q basket. There is there's another one on the market. You can see more with it. I've got one here. You can see more through it, and it's got paddles that move things around. If you're roasting coffee beans, it's useless because they fall through the holes, as does popcorn, whereas that one doesn't. It's much more difficult to clean because everything sticks to everything. Although the stainless one you can put in the dishwasher, but you can see it hasn't come out as clean. It does require a bit more work.
Okay,
so that one is only fire, I think, available from Amazon.
Okay, so someone else.
Hang on.
Oh.
I'm making a hell of a racket.
Big barbecue guy.
Yes.
Will the tandoori ring fit a Masterbuilt?
Should do. Again, measure the interior. So Masterbuilt is the cheap version of, I probably shouldn't say that, is owned by Kamado Joe. It's their entry-level Kamado, and it is built around the 18-inch, same as this. So you'd need the 18-inch version. So I believe it will work perfectly. Yeah.
And you can get a tandoor ring from us.
Yeah, and it's cheaper than the Joe Tisserie, and and this fits all the Kamado Joe ones as well. So, yeah. Right, shall we start? So, those are out. Those are good. Those are nigh on ready. Let's do it. And the chicken up there for Andy is nearly ready. So, what we're going to start with. What do people want to see first? Those. So those are going to come out. I need a couple of bowls. So I'm going to split those into two. Oh, I've forgotten one sauce. The most important.
Thanks.
Over here, Andy. Stack load of butter. Frank's hot sauce. About 50-50. Go in there. That is a lot of sauce. This is your traditional sauce. Now you can get Frank's and most supermarkets. They also do a wings version which has already got the butter in. But we'll pop that into melt. We'll come back for that. These sauces are coming out because I don't want them to burn.
Thanks, Peter.
So we will get, what was that?
I didn't realise that Peter that's on here is Peter from Let's Q.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but he's come on as himself
Oh,
rather than as
oh,
Let's Q.
okay.
So I've just figured that out. So he's kindly answering some of the Let's Q questions for me.
So
And it
take
does
these.
fit the Masterbuilt.
It does fit the Masterbuilt.
Yeah.
Brilliant, Peter. Thank you very much. So yes, you can have one on the Masterbuilt. I thought it would. So we'll get those out. We may as well put some more in because these are going to be lush.
That looks like proper Parker.
You go that side.
KFC.
It's not KFC, Andy.
Well, you know what I mean.
We've done. I know what you mean. It's crispy on the outside. So this is another way of making wings crispy.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's how it looks. This is what you want. But it's a much nicer version, clearly.
Right, I'll have to do a third batch. So let's take these bad boys over to the table. Oh, I lost one.
Helena can eat it.
No, we've got to put sauce on them. So,
Oh, they look good.
oh yes. So we can do little bowls. So I'm going to split them into two. Just get rid of that. God, it's chaos around here, Andy. Whoa. Yeah. We'll put that back over there. So, on one of these, we are going to do our new Thai style sauce.
Honestly, the smell is amazing.
So I'm going to get some of this Thai sauce on there. That's lovely and hot. I'm going to give these a zhuzh around. Get them coated. So that is our first. I'm going to plate them up. They might cool down a little bit. So that is our first set. So that's our Thai style ones. So over those, I'm going to put some fresh grated ginger. And I'm going to put some coriander stalks. a little bit of coriander. Now you could put some red chilli on there. And if you've not seen this before, again, Sainsbury's, Japanese style mayonnaise.
Really?
Now, this is sort of, we
Get
tried...
Andrew to taste it.
Right,
Please
Andy,
taste it.
stick a finger out. We'll put a little bit on your finger. Sorry, you're probably not getting this on the camera. Taste that. What's it taste of? Oh, she's pulling a funny face. It's sort of like a cross between mayonnaise and salad cream. Anyway, I'm going to put a little bit on these. A little bit. Just
I
to...
found
There we
someone's
go.
going to come and do a little click and collect on some wings.
Oh, somebody's coming for click. Who's that?
Nick Wood.
Oh, well done, Nick. Yeah, come down, get some. There's tons. So now I need my Thai. Am I going to put Thai on those? My Korean. Now I'll do Korean normally. On those.
Oh, it's called Kewpie mayo. Kewpie.
Yes, yes, it is.
didn't know that.
Yeah, that's the. Oh,
Thank you,
this
John.
is. I'm going to try this today. I'm probably going to regret this. I was going to put something else on.
You're a bit all over the place, love.
Yeah, I'm going to put my normal wings in there. So I'm going to get those out of the cool box because they are always good. Don't change the recipe. So we're going to get some of our normal wings. I'm going to chuck them straight in here and just zhuzh them in here.
So I've got a question from Bernie.
Oh,
Have you tried doing inside out or lollipop chicken wings on the big green egg?
inside out lollipop chicken wings.
Or lollipop. Inside out or lollipop.
No, I don't even know what they are. Right, so these are our Thai style. Sorry, they're not. They're our Korean chicken wings. So, I'm going to get a whole load of those on there. These are always good. Everyone loves these ones. Get that out of the way. They need some sesame, some black sesame on there. They also need a little bit of, I'm going to get those out of the way for a second, spring onion. So I'm just going to chop some spring onion tips. Ow, that's hot. Get those on. So those are our Korean chicken wings. You didn't see me throw that on the floor, did you?
Oh.
For those of you who don't like...
I could step back and do
Oh, don't
a view of the floor, if you like.
For those of you who don't like spicy flavours,
Oh, Johners, if only you lived in the next village, you could have come for wings.
these are we're going to do just some chili, some lime and lime and salt. So our niece or our nephew, our niece even loves these. So those have just got salt and lime juice on. They will be stunning. Right, so those can go on this end. So if you've got people who don't like chili, those are good. Now I need some more of those. They're here. And I need my powder, which is here. So I'm going to put over some of our Szechuan powder and just give those a little zhuzh up.
Oh, yeah.
Can you smell that?
What about your chicken on your tandoor, Nick? Don't forget that.
Yeah, chicken on my tandoor over there, I know. Yeah. So they're going out. Oh, I've put too many wings out. Forgotten about my Frank's ones. So I'll do my Franks for Andy. I'll do Franks on those. Make it 5 lots instead of 6. I'm going to put a bit of coriander over those. Make them look a little bit prettier. Whoa. Right, let's have a look how these are doing. God, my nose is running.
I apologise, my hand's shaking. So.
Are you cold, Andy?
Do you want me to swap with you a little bit?
I need my thermopen. Where have I put my thermopen?
I think you'll find she's below freezing.
Huh?
I think you'll find she's below freezing.
These might not be done yet. Oh, you're not far off. 66, Andy. 66.
Right.
You don't want them too charred. So while they're doing, what we'll do is go and have a look at the others that are doing this, because these are going to be our Franks. Because they are sounding.
Pop that, sorry,
They're done. Oh yeah, they're done. So I'll get those out, drain those. I'm going to put Franks on these.
yeah, they look amazing.
These are going to be the best. Well, not the best, obviously, but some good wings. Right, let's close that down.
I've just got to go. Someone's commented on your lovely outdoor space.
Yes,
Cider provider, which I quite like the name of.
love that. You can provide some cider.
Yeah.
We do like some cider. Did you not join us for our cooks last week and the week before, or whenever it was when we had mulled cider?
But we do have. Well,
Andy, they can't hear you, so I'll have to come near you.
oh, meat smoke fire.
There you go.
Do have a nice warm.
Well, it needs some more logs on it. Helena's not
It's
put the
all right.
logs on. You need to stand next to Helena. Right, we've got another bowl here. So onto these bad boys.
Oh, back in the room.
We're back in. Oh,
Back in.
okay.
Sorry, people.
Sorry, sounds like we're having a connection issue there. Bit weird. Handle. I've got about 5 handles. I only brought one out. So into our Franks, we've melted the butter. Oh, this is one of my faves. I'm going to put it over these. Probably stick it that much. Let's give them a zhuzh. Now, you could do a blue cheese dressing with these.
Oh no, why would you? Sorry. I'm not supposed to say it like that.
Helena's laughing because I was going to do the blue cheese dressing, but I've forgotten all about it.
Oh.
And it's still indoors.
Oh.
So, unlucky.
Well, the blue cheese is still in its packet, I think.
Yeah. Well,
That's okay. I like blue cheese like that. I just don't like it in a blue cheese sauce.
so these are our Franks. Crispy. Oh, they're looking good. One more. Let's get these off. So, assuming they're done, I've put my thermopen down again, haven't I? I keep doing this.
Why don't you use your pocket on your
I know.
apron
Look, there's 2 thermopens over here, and there's a pocket on my apron.
that you could use?
Well, why am I open that? That's not very clever. You don't need to open it when you've got the tandoor on.
Oh my lord.
I'm having a moment. They are done. So, I'm going to take these off. I'm going to put them straight in the same bowl.
Well, Andrew might want a different sauce.
Do you want Frank's, Andy? Yes. Yes is the answer. Somebody commented the other day, chicken breast falls off. Doesn't.
Oh, okay. Where are the stainless steel bowls from? They're IKEA.
Yeah.
Or our sister's house.
Oh,
No,
hello.
it's not the same ones.
I'm going to make a mess. Let's get these out. And then, whoa, hello. That's me messing it up here. Oh, it's going to be good, Andy. You're going to like these. For no wings. Get that in there. Get those up with a bit of Frank's.
Oh, so what temperature was the egg for tandoori?
It's up at 200 and a bit now. 200 and... Well, I just had it open. So 220, 200, 220.
So I've got another question.
Where am I going to put those? I need a space.
Josh, I'll ask Nick that question for you.
We'll
Have
get
you ever
those.
cooked a naan bread on the side of the big green egg?
No, you don't need to cook naan bread on the side of the big green egg. That's what the baking stone's for. Why fight gravity? Don't get it.
Did you hear
Everyone
that,
wants
Josh?
to do that. Just put a flat baking stone in there. Put it on. If it falls off, it's because your egg's upside down.
What are you talking?
Well, because people stick them on the top, try and stick them around the outside. It's all sooty in there. Don't do it. So let me just check these ones are okay, and then I will take you through what we've got. They're looking done as well. 76. They're good. Andy is shaking. This is funny. Oh, bless you, Andy. Let me take these off, and then we'll get Andy indoors because we're nearly done.
We've got to clear up. Look at the...
That's running around. That'll keep you warm.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why you don't put even more clothes on, Andy. Every week, it's the same. Right, done. I'm going to shut this egg down.
Yeah. Turn that bad boy off.
Those we'll do something with in a minute, but let's show you what we've got. A bit of... yeah, I think we're good to go.
Don't look at that.
So that is what we call wings.
Right.
So on the
From the top.
right hand side, my right hand side, your left hand side, we have salt and lemon, salt and lime even. Next one along, we have our Copan Bang. They used to call them Bangkok, i.e. cock as in chicken. I thought that's quite clever. The previous version, so Copan Bang. We've then got our TNA, which is nicked from Garibaldi Lift Company. We've then got our Korean chicken wings, which we've done before. Next one along are our Szechuan chicken wings, and finally our Franks. All shaky because Andy is freezing cold.
Sorry.
They look epic.
They do look amazing.
So-
Josh,
We're quickly going to wrap
just
up.
going to say it's a.
Well, we
that
better
was
take
just-
them over so Aunt Helena can just try something, get really messy.
Yeah.
But don't mess up my presentation because I need to take photos.
Oh, rude. The pan with the oil is the big green egg wok, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the big green egg wok. You do need the expander basket to sit it in the round bit. So yeah, expander basket and
Are they
big
the
green
new
egg wok.
ones?
These are the Thai ones, Copan Bang. That's TNA. That's our Korean.
I'm obviously just because it's quality control.
Yeah. And they're still hot. I can see the steam coming off them. How are they?
Oh, they're lush. They're lovely and crispy. So almost like a Kentucky Fried Chicken, but Thai style, which I love those flavours.
Anyway, Nick, Cab, Brighton, you've got to come up with a new chicken wing recipe that beats that. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day because it is absolutely freezing. We're just over our 45 minutes that we aim for.
I've got another bow.
Here she goes again. Oh, I'm going to have animals running around the garden picking up bones now.
And that's just me.
Yeah. I'm around most this week, apart from when I'm playing golf. Mama's putting up her hands. I don't know why, because
I'm
we're
just
throwing
throwing them
chicken wings over our shoulder. I could see her inside going. So no, I'm around all week. So if there are any orders, last orders for Big Green Egg before Christmas are the 10th of December. Last orders to beat Big Green Egg's price rise is the 3rd of January. So Big Green Egg announced yesterday that the prices will go up significantly. I've got the list of prices. The large egg will go up by 10%. I haven't gone through everything to see if anything's more than that, but expect something around 10%. It's due to global shipping and all of that stuff. So if you are after something from Big Green Egg, now's the time. Not again.
I'll pick them all up.
Yeah, right. So yeah, do give us a shout. We can get those all ordered for you. For those of you who bought from us this week, thank you very much. If you do want an RB73 stove, talk to me. Go on the website. Awesome. Thank you, Andy, for getting so cold and standing there. And
You're welcome.
I think that's it. Right,
You sure?
let's call it a day.
One more.
Oh yeah,
One
just
number 3.
look at those. That was a wing week. I can't wait. Awesome. I need to take photos of those. Right, we call it a day. Thank you, guys. We will see you next week. I don't know what we're doing next week,
No, I don't know yet.
but we will see you then. Oh, hang on. Oh, front door. Deliveries.
Okay,
Could be
okay.
my wine, could be Mama's telly. Anyway, great stuff. All right, cheers, guys. Thank you.